What a grab! What a highlight!
Welcome back into the coin toss, the first ever positive record show out of everyone but Jovan, who's missing out on today's episode. Special guest, BookitwithTrent. Welcome into the show, dude.
How we doing, everyone? Thanks for having me on today.
Honestly, nightmare scenario.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if we want this, but welcome.
Happy to be here.
We're going to try to use you to the best of our abilities.
Sure.
I'm going to use you.
Okay.
Trent with the glasses on might be locked.
Shiested up. Actually, I'm pretty sure Trent, 2-0 on the ball
2-0,
level.
yeah, I
or
think so.
Or did we shit down our leg with the ball level?
Oh, no, yeah, because you took
No, wait,
Auburn.
Georgia.
We all
Auburn.
took
Auburn.
Yeah.
That's right.
1-1 though. You took Georgia the easy way. Auburn, that was never going to work.
No.
That was never going to work. Everybody hit their whales before we get to the Rav Report. Can we get a round of applause? Can we get a round of applause for everyone that listened, commented, subscribed, and watched? If you tailed the whales, we all hit.
What were the whales? I want to recap.
Nebraska, -6.5.
Whale.
Nuclear whale of cinch.
Whale.
Texas, spread, whale.
Mega whale.
ASU -5.5. They won by 7.
Wow.
Everyone got a mega whale, except for Arizona State, which got a wow.
And then Jovan had the over in Pitt, Cincinnati.
Yeah, we know that's in fucking cash.
Wish she was here. We start every new episode with, can I say my rules before we get to Rav's report?
Absolutely.
My 5 rules that I learned this week in college football. We start with, Kansas is bad. They don't cover spreads, so I'm done. I'm done. If you don't cover spreads, I'm done. Kansas is bad. They don't cover spreads. I'm done.
Banned.
Texas looks phenomenal. -6.5 might have been, outside of Nebraska, -6.5, the most disrespectful line of the college.
Did I not try to tell everyone? I said, if you're not taking Texas -6.5, you hate money.
And I quote, you hate money.
Hate money.
People hate money. That took Michigan. Going off that, Dylan Raiola is the Heisman. Matt Rule literally said Nebraska has to adjust to Dylan. That's how good he is. And he's a true freshman. He will be in the Heisman conversation by the end of the year. Aiden Childs is him. People forget. Took Michigan State over 4.5 wins. My season was canceled on me by everyone else on this show after week 1. Came back week 2, won in Maryland. That's huge. The Spartans are 2 now. 363 yards, 3 touchdowns. 3 picks. But a win, which is all we
He
need.
did have the 3 picks.
3 picks.
But, I mean, we don't really look at that. It doesn't
18
matter.
years old. He's 18 years old.
Yeah, no.
Ole Miss and Tennessee are them, and I don't think people are talking about it enough. That's my 5th and final rule. So be on the lookout for when
No,
they're
Ole
playing
Miss
big
looks
teams.
unbelievable.
Well, Tennessee looks like the most well-rounded team in the
Yeah.
SEC. Maybe outside of Georgia.
6th rule, honorable mention, NC State might be a fucking
And-
rat.
And?
Texas.
Thanks. Right, that's right.
Did you learn anything before we throw to Rat? What did you learn at the Texas game? Boots on ground. What did you learn about the Longhorns?
I mean, we're exactly who I thought we were.
Wow.
We do not have a weakness this year.
Wow.
And that's that. We're winning the whole thing.
No weaknesses.
And honestly, like, I've watched Georgia's last 2 games. I know it's always like Georgia in the conversation. I'm not impressed.
We're looking
I'm not
ahead
impressed.
to Georgia?
100%. I'm just not impressed. Ohio State, I'm not impressed. Call me crazy. I don't care. I've watched the games. Like, they're not playing anyone. I'm not impressed.
Not impressed. No weaknesses. The Texas Longhorns. I'm going to be honest.
We already won
They
it.
probably should be the second favorite to win the Natty behind Georgia. I just feel like Georgia's one of those
that's
teams
fair.
where just compared to what they've done and what you've done in the past couple of years, I think Georgia does reserve that bump of respect right now.
For sure.
Right now. But what you just did to Michigan was embarrassing and dismantling. So, also couldn't be happier that Matt Rule ended Colorado. I feel like that was
Matt
it.
Rule is that guy.
Dude, he's
like,
that guy.
if I'm like a recruit, like, I want to go play for Matt Rule. Like, he's already changed that culture just night and day.
Hemi Award.
He
Yeah.
said, shout out to ESPN Human. He said after that game that before that game, he had to buy noise-canceling headphones to wear under his headset because he could not hear himself in the headphones talking to Dylan. That's how loud that stadium is.
I believe it.
Be careful if you got to come through Nebraska. The Big
Yeah.
Ten might go through Nebraska this year. People are talking. We start every
They are
episode
talking.
with going to the Rav Report. Rav, report on what happened because your name is Rav and this is your report.
Yeah, so all 3 of us that are in attendance today hit our whale place.
Come
So
on,
huge.
dude.
So huge.
Come on.
That's all you could ask for.
So huge. We needed that.
We
We
full
needed
baited
that
our
so
whales
bad.
last weekend. People forget.
We needed that so bad.
We got it.
We're
God,
back.
we needed that.
We're so back.
LC went 4-3 last week.
Positive?
LC.
We take the positive.
We'll take
Mikey
positive.
7-5.
Sprayed on the slate, positive.
Wow.
Let's go.
I went 5-3.
Wow.
Wow, Rav.
The Notebook.
Look at
Get one for
you.
the Notebook.
With a teaser that sold. I just want that said.
Yeah, my teaser.
He was
So-
teasing. He
Good
teased.
try. Good try.
Yeah, I was inspired by Trent, and it just didn't work at all.
And Trent 0-1 on the boss call.
Oh, yeah. Shout out. Shout out, Trent. Negative day coming into episode 3.
And Jovan, real quick, we won't go too hard on Jovan since he's not here. 3-5, 0-1 on his
3-5. I thought it was 0-7.
His all the games we went over last week, like the main games, over 5.
Wow.
No, let's just say
And
he
he
full
got 3
faded.
honorable mentions.
Wow.
Yeah, we could just full fade it.
He full
Full
faded.
It's okay, though. It's okay, though. He will come back with redemption. I cannot
No,
wait.
for sure.
Speaking of Jovan, the Cal lover tells us all that Jaden Ott is out and we should take Auburn. We all take Auburn, and they lose outright.
Shout out to Tigers. Moose shit org.
Unbelievable.
Not good.
Why are we
Really?
taking Auburn 12 points?
Really bad product. Really bad product.
Trent is huge on bad products now. It's like his
Cannot
thing.
stand it.
Really bad, really bad program. And speaking of really bad program, Colorado, another Jovan play, plus 7.5 and money line from Jovan.
It's just really bad product.
You're going in on him. I want that known I'm not. But what a shit wager Colorado was.
That was terrible.
Come on.
Horrible.
With all due
Horrible.
respect, of course.
And upset of the week, NIU, who is now number 25 in the country,
What?
takes over and beats Notre Dame on the road.
Let's give a round of applause for the NIU boys.
No, that's nothing but heart. That's heart.
That's just college sports. That's why we play the game. That's why we watch the sport. Because NIU can go into Notre Dame and win and get paid, I think, $1.3 million to do it.
I feel like we
And
haven't.
side note, that's just how bad A&M is, and I love it, and I'm here for it.
Okay.
That's
I
it.
feel like we haven't seen like a college basketball-esque type upset in college football in a while. Am I wrong?
Yeah, that one felt good. That one did feel really
yeah,
good.
that was
That one felt good because it was also Riley Leonard losing.
Do y'all remember what the line was for that game? What was the
28 and a
spread?
half.
28 and a half.
28,
Nuggets.
4 touchdown favorites losing outright.
Where was the notebook on that?
The Notebook couldn't cap for that.
Horrific product in Notre Dame.
Like, actually, if we're ranking products, they might be the worst product now.
It's crazy to go from like such a big win against A&M in that first game to then and like their coach is getting glazed and
Glazed.
he was getting glazed on feed for a week straight and come out and lose as 4-point favorites or 4 touchdown favorites.
You know what? I have a feeling we could get a few more of those games in the next few weeks.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah,
how about
this
you
does
do
seem
your
like an interesting
how about you do
season.
your job and tell us which one?
We'll get to it. I love Rad bringing that up because you better do your job and fucking tell us what it is. We start our slate off with the LSU Tigers going in to the South Carolina Cox Stadium. The Tigers are -6.5 favorites. The over/under is at 50.5. Lauren, an SEC battle. Where do you fall?
This is a tough game, right? So South Carolina almost dropped to Old Dominion and then absolutely smacked Kentucky this past weekend. LSU, on the other hand, their defense has been super sus. And honestly, when I saw this total when it opened, I would expect it to be moving up, but it's moving down.
Oh.
So
I didn't know there was movement like that.
it's moving. I will be taking the under. Yes. Sharp.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
I feel like LSU's offense is starting to get it rolling a little bit.
They are.
I think Kyron Lacey is starting to come into his own. I think that's back-to-back games where he had 100 yards, if I'm maybe incorrect. I think week 1 he had 98. I think week 2 he did have over 100. Can you check that on the laptop, Rev? Guy's got a laptop. That's what I'm saying. I think he's not typing. It's unbelievable. Out of Rev. But I want to go LSU -6 here. I want to go LSU -6.5 here just because I want to trust that I was very high on LSU to start the year, and I think this is a great spot to get them, even though preseason I did say I think South Carolina is going to play the villain in the SEC and
I was
ruin
going to
some
say,
seasons.
you did say that. So this is a little surprising out of you.
They ruined Kentucky's season. I mean, they look like they're deep in shit.
Yeah.
now. Like horrible.
Fuck. Is it South Carolina +6.5?
That line is moving down.
And do I stick? I'm sticking with my narrative. South Carolina +6.5. I'm flipping, and I don't want to be judged for it. I'm flipping. I said it preseason. I got to stick to some guns. Guns are out. South Carolina +6.5. They're playing villain. They might win outright.
I respect it. Trent, what are you thinking for this game?
I think this is a beat down by LSU. I think A lot of people are going to be buying the high news on South Carolina after a big win as a plus 300 underdog. I think that this is a great spot for LSU to really make a statement and reclaim the SEC and get back on track after a tough loss to USC in week 1. Mm-hmm. They just beat the brakes off Nicholls State last week. I like them to continue the momentum going into this matchup. I see them covering by more than a touchdown for sure.
I just want to say
away. LSU
really quick, LSU gave up like 22 points to Nicholls State.
They did.
Is that not a little interesting to anyone?
They for sure did.
You took the under.
Exactly. Because listen. That's why I'm surprised this line isn't moving higher, like the total. Because you just gave up 20-something points to Nicholls State, South Carolina. I mean, they do like to chew the clock. They're a big run team, but
Book of.
I just think it's really interesting that it's moving down, and I'm going to trust that line movement. So
I can respect you getting sharp in your bag.
I'm trying. Might be getting a little too cute, but
guns away LSU minus 6.5. I'm gonna flip. I think that feels right.
How are you putting guns away after you just were shooting them?
Guns away LSU minus 6.5. Yeah, I blew them out like a candle on a birthday cake. LSU minus 6.5. I'm gonna ride with you.
Wow,
that felt good. That narrative, I'm going to start betting narratives, and that's a great narrative. LSU retakes control of the SEC after losing to a team in week 1 that, by the way, I think people are starting to get behind. That USC team might do some damage.
They look good.
They're kind of a wag.
Yeah.
Kind of a wag. LSU goes into South Carolina, minus 6.5. I love it. Game 2, we have the only ranked matchup on this college football slate. Boston College. The Eagles, the Miracle Eagles, that upset Florida State in Florida State, possibly ending DJ Uiagalelei's career, are plus 16.5 going into Missouri. The over-under is at 48.5. Lauren, the only ranked matchup. Who comes away with it?
So when I looked at this game, automatically just like Mizzou, obviously they're the more talented team, but we haven't seen them play anyone yet. So I really don't know what to expect from them. They have given up 0 points in the last 2 weeks, which is super impressive.
Stout defense.
Boston College, though. I mean, the Florida State win, I'll be honest, I'm really not that impressed. I mean, it is cool that they went to Florida State and beat them, but I'm not walking away just all that impressed. But I do want to give the Tigers a chance here, so I will be laying the points with Missouri.
No fucking way.
Yes.
You're taking Mizzou minus 16.
I'm taking Mizzou. And I'm scared to death, but like I want to see them show me. Like if they're that team that everyone thinks they are, that they think they are, show me.
Dude, you just rat fucked my brain. I don't even know what to do. Trent, what are you doing?
I'm going to go ahead and take the dog at plus 16.5 Boston College. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Castellanos the quarterback for Boston College? That dude is Lamar. And he's going to be Lamar this weekend against Missouri's defense. I think that's too many points. I could see Mizzou winning by 10 to 14. They like to keep spreads close. You know, last week we saw them running a touchdown to miracle cover against some rat shit team. And it was like a 35-point spread. I could see this one being a close game and a defensive battle. But I think Lamar and Castellanos is able to keep this one close within the number at 14. Wow. It's too many points.
I think we're all suspect of Missouri a little bit, right?
We are.
Would you say you guys are just a little
Absolutely.
worried?
I would agree.
And it's for good reason. They have not played anyone. This is their first big matchup. And I mean, I wouldn't even consider it big, to be honest with you. The Boston College win over Florida State is starting to look worse and worse with how bad Florida State looks. I'm going to go ahead and lay the points with Missouri. But there will be a time where the Missouri fade will be acceptable. And It's coming, but it's not this week. With 2 Missouri producers in the room, too.
I think this could be one of those NIU type games, if you ask me.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to trust Bill O'Brien on the road. I'm going to trust the fact that I believe in Missouri, but here's why I don't want to lay those points. You haven't played anybody yet. This is your first real test, and it's coming up against a head coach that seems like he has completely revolutionized the way Boston College plays ball and knows exactly how to get the best out of a quarterback that could be a top 15 quarterback in college football this year.
He's impressive.
And I think that's just a lot of points. So give me plus 16.5 in Missouri's first big game. They might blow out great teams later on in the year, but that first big game is always a big adjustment. Boston College has already proven they can go into a hostile environment.
Very
and
good
win
defense,
a game.
too. They have
Phenomenal
a very good defense.
And Bill O'Brien's a great head coach. So I'm going to take the points with Boston College plus 16.5 just because first big game, there's always going to be adjustments to be made because you're not throwing against Ballsack State anymore. You're not throwing against Armchair Tech.
It's true.
It's the Boston College Eagles, and they're not scared to play in a hostile environment. If you can win in Florida State, you can cover in Mizzou. Boston College plus 16.5.
Wow.
Jeez.
We're split
I don't know.
evenly.
Fuck, Trent and I are on the same side.
Yeah. What's going on over there?
We moved to my favorite game on the slate. The Texas A&M letdown Aggies are going into the swamp. The Florida Gators are plus 4.5 in the swamp. The over-under is 46.5. DJ Lagway will be starting at quarterback. I am nuts on tape. Florida money line. Fuck the points. Fuck A&M. DJ Lagway will prove why he should be the starter once Graham Mertz comes back and is healthy. Florida wins in the swamp in a big spot.
Wow. Well, I'm keeping this one short. You know, I just don't like talking about A&M. And I wanted to trust A&M again, but no. Right? But Florida makes me a little nervous because I saw a report that they're wanting to play both Lagway and Mertz. I think they're trying the whole two
Is
quarterback
he cleared
thing.
from the concussion?
I'm not sure for this week. I just know that's like a thing they're wanting to do.
Okay.
Could be completely wrong and he's not playing. But I will be taking the under because I do believe in A&M's defense. They're really good. So, yeah, give me under 47.5.
This is just another great under spot.
I fucking love this under, Lauren. I'm going to tail you on this one.
Wow.
Both these teams are absolutely trash. Both of them. I hate Texas A&M. They are awful. They lost to Notre Dame, who lost to NIU.
Bad products.
Florida.
Bad products.
Florida looked incapable of moving the ball past the 50-yard line against Miami in that first game. I didn't watch. What did they do week 2? I don't know.
They looked slow against Samford. Not Stanford, Samford.
There you go. Stanford. That's a real program. These teams suck. Give me the under at 46.5. I'm tailing Lauren here.
I'm just going to stick with Florida money line. Fuck it. I just think the swamp is hard to play in.
It is. It is.
I mean, it is a tough place. But like he said, both of these teams, ass.
I'd rather take the ass team at home. But I understand the under. I'm not trying to talk you into Florida. I'm just saying I can't
it could be Florida and the under. Absolutely.
I can't flip Florida money line. Fuck the points.
Fair enough.
Fuck the points.
I would lean that way, too, if I was picking a side. That makes you feel any better.
I feel like you've been dialed, so I don't hate that.
Y'all have agreed on everything.
Can confirm I have
you
not.
nervous?
No.
That is a little nerve-wracking. I'm not going to lie. This is also coming off of we are filming on Tuesday. Monday Night Football happened yesterday. We were both on the Jets together, and that ended in horrific fashion. Mm-hmm. But different leagues.
Yeah.
Different levels.
That's right.
This is college football. Mm-hmm. We moved to the backyard brawl, one of the most iconic rivalries in college football. Probably one of the least watched rivalries in college football. West Virginia goes into Pitt. West Virginia minus 2.5 favorite on the road. The over-under is 60.5. Lauren, the backyards are brawling. What side of the brawl are you going to be on?
You know what I see when I look at this game, Mike?
Wow.
I see points.
I fucking
Yes.
knew it.
I see nothing but points.
So
I
many
will
of them.
add, I do think West Virginia wins this game, but give me the over 60.5. I think it's that simple.
Love it.
I have West
I
Virginia
know
and
that
the
makes
over.
you happy.
West Virginia and the over I have as well.
Perfect. But, Rav, I know this is a big game for you. What is the notebook saying?
This is a very big game for me, and as you could tell, I wore blue and yellow today. I grew up a Pitt fan. Okay, I grew up hating West Virginia's
It could be
guts.
West Virginia.
People are forgetting West Virginia also blue and yellow, but I love where your head's at. Keep going.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
It's actually more of a West Virginia blue and yellow.
100%.
I would say.
I don't
Mike,
know.
that's
This looks
literally
more, this
the
looks more royal
Mountaineers
blue to me.
with the plaid.
If I was going to a West Virginia tailgate and that shirt was on the rack, I would buy that shirt.
It's for Pitt. Okay, let's keep that going. They recently renewed this rivalry back in 2022. I was at that game. It was
Electric.
a 37-31 incredible game, maybe one of the best I've ever been to. MJ Devonshire pick 6 to basically close out the game. It was rocking. The stadium was rocking. It was the largest attended Pittsburgh sports event ever. Pitt, West Virginia. Largest attended ever. Last year it was at WVU. It was a stinker of a game, 17-6. Pitt had 73 total yards of offense.
Jesus.
Phil Jakovic. remember Phil Jakovic?
I do remember Phil Jacob.
8 for 20, three interceptions.
Bad product.
Bad product.
Jesus.
WVU ended up taking a big step up, especially in their offense last year, and now they have the same offense coming into this year. Pitt's offense could not be more different. They are faster, high tempo. They've looked really good. I know Jovan took the over in Cincinnati last week. It didn't hit, but they did win the game. Put up, I think, 28 points.
That was an insane game.
It was a very good game. Big comeback for Pitt. Both defenses haven't been like too stellar. Definitely work cut out for both of them. I'm not going to I'm going to save a total, but I do lean Pitt because I just cannot bet West Virginia.
There's no way I'm not getting an official play out of you on the back end.
A
bro.
lean?
So you were not
I'm going to go ahead and
leaning.
say that I have a
You're-
whale.
You
in this
wore
play.
that shirt for a lean?
I have a whale in this.
Wow, he's wailing.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
He's wailing.
Okay.
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 All right, we'll wait.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, wait. That's on me. That's on me. I'll walk
jumping
that
the
back. I'll walk that back.
Trent, any thoughts on this game?
I'm with you again. This game's going to soar over. I'm telling you right now, final score is going to be like 38 to 34 in a close one.
West Virginia in the over, and I want to wear that shirt if West Virginia wins. That's it.
Literally
Pitt
a
colors.
Mountaineers shirt. No.
This game might have 100 points.
This game might actually have 100 points. I'll tell you why. I think this is the game that you guys were all waiting for in week 1 for Garrett.
Garrett
That
Green
quarterback.
masterclass incoming.
I think this is a phenomenal spot for a Garrett Green masterclass. And like Rav said, Pitt's offense hasn't looked bad.
No.
And I think when Garrett Green gets going, what do you have to do? You have to compete in a shootout. Shootouts are always overs. Over 16.5, West Virginia money line.
Pitt's running back, Desmond Reed, has been one of the most productive running backs in all of college football. Up there with Cam Scatabo.
I love that as well. Shout out Arizona State. It is time for our game of the week, the key mark game with Trent on the show. The UCF Knights are going into TCU as favorites. The over is 62.5. An away favorite, Lauren, against TCU. What do you do?
What a game.
What a game.
I mean, what a game.
What a game.
First of all.
What a game.
I'm a big UCF backer. I was really high on them coming into this year. KJ Jefferson, super high on him. But I think Hoover and this TCU team actually have a lot of potential. But the question is can they stop RJ Harvey? But believe it or not, I actually kind of like this under.
Wow.
But give me TCU on the money line.
Wow.
I will be back in the Frogs here.
That's so rare.
So rare.
That is so rare out of you.
But like TCU, I mean, I'm a believer. Hoover is actually a dog. Like keep your eye on him. Like he's good.
Wow, I didn't see that fucking coming.
I didn't see it coming either.
What are you doing?
I kind of like her call about this being an under. Despite both teams absolutely splooging in their last 2 games
Yes.
with the points, I see this one being a defensive battle. Whichever team shows up defensively is probably going to win this game. So the Frogs are going to need to strap in because they got a handful to deal with. But it's tough to win in Fort Worth, and we're getting it done, and we're going to be ranked by the end of the week.
Rank's crazy. Listen. I don't know if you get ranked to beat UCF.
We're getting ranked. We're getting ranked. We're ranked
I
with
don't
a
even
win.
know if the committee's going to tune in. I don't even know if the committee's
Are you
watching this
serious,
game.
bro? Come on.
No, okay.
You got NIU
No, I love the
fucking
confidence.
ranked.
I'm going to try to do something I have yet to do on the show.
No way.
Oh.
I'm going to just do an audio cue. Hold on. I think this is what's going to happen on Saturday.
I'm out, dude. I'm literally so out.
I think UCF is going to step into Fort Worth and put belt to ass on this TCU team. KJ Jefferson has played in monstrous environments, in monstrous games, and this UCF team is going to explode on TCU this year. And I'm also going to fade you guys and take the over because it's a Big 12.
You see
Wow.
that little cheesy shit he just did? That reminded me exactly of the cheesy shit I was getting spoon-fed at the Michigan tailgate.
Wow.
Legit. I knew.
That gives you Michigan tailgate vibes?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Yeah, I was talking to Trent. I was like, after all these kids have like come up to you, like, how are you feeling? He was like, I wish I could cash out of my ticket right now.
I forgot who I was talking about it, but when you guys were on that trip, I said, this is giving me Alabama flashbacks. Like, I know you guys at every tailgate, they were like, dude, we're going to be fucking fine.
Yup.
Spect. And guess what? You think the same wouldn't happen if you walked around Fort Worth on Saturday? What do you think those kids would be saying in their ties and boots and jeans?
So I'm going to be honest. I think they're walking around like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I
don't
don't
think
know.
there's
dude.
I don't
I really do believe that.
He just said they'd be ranked.
You know what pissed me off, too, about Michigan is that, everybody was just like, regardless, this whole season's basically free play.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm so out on this school, dude.
Yeah, I'm out on Michigan this year. I'm actually fading Michigan if that's the attitude going around that campus. I'm fading that school all year.
And that's why I faded their season-long win total.
Literally, they were just splooging about free play.
UCF on the money line, spanking, belt to assing TCU.
But, Rav, what does the notebook say about this? Please be TCU.
You know what TCU at this spot reminds me of?
Here we go.
Oh, no.
It reminds me of a
No.
BTL squad ride. TCU money line is a BTL squad ride. I'm fading the fuck out of that.
Wow.
And I know for a fact
Come
that
on,
Jovan were here, he would have TCU money line. And it'd be the sharp play. I'm taking UCF money line.
Shit ain't sharp when KJ's in town.
Dude, it's
This
literally going to
team
be the
just
BTL
seems
squad.
way better than -1.5. I was shocked
Way better.
when I saw that line.
Way
Shocked.
better.
Shocked.
Well,
They win by field goal.
it has now flipped in the Frogs' favor.
Good.
Are you saying TCU's favorite?
What is the spread?
Minus a half. It's a pick.
Yeah, that's a pick.
One more time.
Wow, that's so
That's a pick.
Yeah, I'm sure, Rav.
Yeah, that's a pick one, but
Even better. Even better. You're telling me I get a plus sign next to UCF going to TCU?
If I wasn't going to this UFC fight, we would be there.
Battle of Berg.
Battle of
This
Bird.
would be Battle of Bird.
Yeah. You should send it. Low-key.
I'm trusting KJ
love
Jefferson
to go.
against Hoover. I can't believe
I
you're on
respect
TCU.
it.
That's fucked up.
I know, but
I expected way more out of you.
dude, the fort is not an easy place to play. I learned that the hard way as a Texas fan the last 5 years.
She knows.
So
Belt.
She knows.
it gets weird out there.
Belt.
Even Texas last year, obviously a really good team in the playoffs. They almost came back and won. So
Dude, same with Colorado. TCU gave them a fucking barn burner last year.
Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up, bro.
That's
that
24
isn't-
point
well,
favorite.
yeah.
That was the worst day of my life. Hated everything about that day.
Everything about that day.
Not great.
Wow, what a game. I can't wait. This is seriously Battle of Berg.
I can't
This
wait
is
to
the
watch
first
this
time
game.
I think we're on opposite sides of a spread firmly in the show's history.
It's like the main night game.
This gets
too.
weird. Yeah. This is going to be weird.
This means a lot. This means a lot. This means a lot. Welcome to the Whales of the Week, the segment of the coin toss where we give you our favorite play of the weekend. So if you have a favorite personality on the show, this is the play that you are tailing for at least a unit because it's our favorite play. We went 3-1 on Whales last week. And one more time, give it up for the people.
I love to see it.
I will start off with my whale of the weekend. Give me Rourke and the Indiana Hoosiers to walk into UCLA and, as well as what UCF is going to do to TCU, belt to ass that sorry ass program that just joined the Big Ten. Rourke looked phenomenal last week. This UCLA team is going to be a massive letdown in the Big Ten this year. Whale of the weekend, Indiana as a favorite going into UCLA. One of the weakest environments to play in college football, period.
For sure. Wow.
Indiana, whale.
That feels extremely sharp. My well of the week, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I really can't believe I'm saying this. And everyone here, everyone that follows me knows I absolutely despise this team. I hate this team. It's really the only thing I hate is this team and this school. But if they don't cover, I'm going to be on their ass, and I can't wait for that. But give me
No.
Oklahoma
Wow.
minus 14 against Tulane.
Really?
And I can't believe I'm going there, but I love money, and I want to make money, and I think this line is pretty crazy. Tulane just looks so good. Mikey really can't believe it.
I can't believe that you just wailed OU.
Dude, same.
What the fuck is happening?
But listen.
A&M and OU.
What's the Twilight Zone team like?
Well, I'm not backing A&M. I do.
But you
think they
already
win.
did,
I
though.
do think they.
Mother of
I did do
moose.
that. But listen, Tulane just played Kansas State. Really close game. Oklahoma almost just lost to Houston, and now they're a 14 favorite against Tulane. 14-point favorite against Tulane.
I agree. That's
It
sketchy.
is what it is. It's interesting to me, and if you want to win money, like this is my will, and I hate this team. And again, if they don't cover, I will be on that ass. But
I love the play.
I think they smack them. They're gonna smack them, and I
actually don't. I have zero words.
same.
The way
When I wrote this down, it really hurt. Like it took me a minute.
Like not even the honorables. Like this is a whale.
This is a whale. Yeah, they're gonna smack them. They're gonna smack them. It is what it is. But also, I mean, this has nothing to do with them like covering the spread. But I want them to be undefeated when we play them. You know, I do, of course.
W narrative.
Of course, I do. But yeah. Anyways, I do think they absolutely put belt ass, as you would say. And
I actually almost had a stroke. I feel like I smelt burnt toast for like a second there.
Dude, I will not be watching this game. This is one of those like, was I right? Great. So it hurts, but again, they're gonna spank that ass. I'm disappointed in myself.
Welcome back to episode 3 of the Coin. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know where to go from here, dude. Like, what am I don't like. My emotions are in a blender, dude. Of Lauren's wailing OU.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Was it 0? Was A&M week 1?
Week 1.
Yeah, they played week 1.
And now it's week
Back
one.
to
Like all your
A&M.
rivals.
Yeah.
No, I love it though. I mean, that fucking Tulane's make shit. Kansas State might be one of the worst teams. Big time.
It's not great. But anyways, we move.
Trent, what's your fucking wail?
I've had this one circled for a while.
Wow.
Shit.
For weeks.
Wow.
Give me Chandler Morris and the boys at the Mean Green. You can keep those points because they're winning that game.
Did you and Shelly win this in the college football 25 season you played on the
that's
video
what
game?
And we clapped Texas Tech out of the fucking stadium. That UNT is legit program. They
No, they're
have their
nice.
shit figured out. The defense looks good. The offense is moving.
This isn't you and Shelly walking into Lubbock though.
No, it's not. But it's
Which is probably better.
That
Yeah,
might
but-
So
be-
if
way
they
better.
spank them.
yeah. If we're able to smack Texas Tech, I'm sure as hell in real life they'll be able to get it done.
if we can get any sort of footage from those streams to be playing on the green screen behind Trent while he's saying that play,
That would be awesome.
make my year. You said fuck the points. Your whale's the money line. Plus
They're
9.5?
winning. They're winning this game. They are winning this game.
This could be the most legacy call on the show.
Dude, if
The
you,
most legacy
Yeah, if
thing
you get this right, I don't even know.
UNT outright. Obviously, I'm taking the points as my whale, but they're winning this game.
If they win this game, you might have to have a permanent spot.
Yeah.
I agree.
If they win this game,
Javon coming off the full fade.
yeah. Yeah, if they win this game, I'm
This is
in
a
shit.
job level play.
Yeah. They're winning. I am not worried about Texas Tech.
Wow.
What have you guys seen from Texas Tech? I actually
They're
They
actually
just got their
Horse
shit
shit.
spanked.
Yeah, they are rad.
horseshit.
Horseshit. And that
Yeah.
total is almost 70 points. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Dude, that
I mean,
over also, by the way. That over?
a 70. I mean, they're going to be putting up points.
That might be. And
Texas
who's the
Tech
guy?
Texas Tech ain't scoring 70 themselves.
Who's the guy that they're not going to be able to stop?
Landon side.
Landon Sides. You watch for Landon Sides. If they have his receiving yards on Prize Picks, that will be in every entry I come up with.
If you didn't play as a team in college football 25, would you even have looked at that game? Just be honest.
No.
I understand. The only reason I took Michigan State's win team total is because I started
Yeah, I was about to say,
a
like the whole
dynasty
college
with
football
Michigan State.
narratives.
So, I love it.
That's
Rav.
how you watch film.
Literally. That's what I said.
Nothing wrong with that.
Dude, I beat Maryland on the road too as Michigan State year one, so I agree.
I'd like to actually hear what you have to say about the North Texas play.
I love it.
go.
love it.
Fuck.
In fact,
You love
I
it?
love all three of your whales.
What
Wow.
was Mikey's well again?
Indiana at UCLA. I love
loved it
that
so
one
much you
too.
forgot.
Just love
What was
to
the
assume.
spread there?
And-
Spread?
3.5.
Oh,
Favorite.
And you know what? You guys have already said what you like in the WVU Pitt game, and that is my will. It's the over at 60.5.
Didn't even say Pitt. This is the shit I'm talking about.
that shit's soaring over.
It's
I mean,
soaring over.
It's soaring.
We are getting our
It's a
West
great
Virginia
will.
get back that we thought we'd get week 1. They're going to score points. The Pitt defense is not nearly as good as Penn State's. And West Virginia's defense is not good, as you could tell, the last few weeks. In fact, they gave up 6 receptions of 20-plus yards to Albany last week.
Albany.
FCS Albany. 2 of those going for 40-plus. You don't think that Eli Holstein's going to sling the rock against the West Virginia defense? No chance. He's going to sling the rock.
Smell that? Smells like points. Smells like points, dude. I
Reeks
mean, it was just
in
always
here
it
of
was always
points.
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 It's a stench I can't escape. Points.
Points.
If I had to name my whale, it'd be a sperm whale. That's how confident I am. Just all over the ocean, getting my goo everywhere. Indiana. Sperm whale going into a ratchet UCLA.
I fuck with beluga wills.
Are you belugaing this?
I think I'm going to beluga it, yeah.
I'm going to sperm whale Indiana.
What's your guys'
So now we're
wills?
naming like the specific whale. How did we get here? Blue whale?
That's
OU
a good
blue
one.
whale.
That's an OU
Isn't that the
blue
biggest?
whale.
Am I crazy?
I think it might be. I don't know.
Wow. I love
OU
that.
minus
out of you.
14 blue whale.
The blue whale.
Wow.
Trent, you're on the hot seat if you can't name a whale.
Is this a fucking Shamu? Isn't that a whale?
Yeah, killer whale.
Killer whale. Oh,
whale.
killer whale
Yeah.
UNT. Wow, I love that. I love those whales. Those are good whales I can get behind. Favorite segment of the show, Whale of the Weekend. If you have a favorite person on the show, this is the bet you take. You would have went positive like crazy last weekend.
Crazy.
We go again this weekend. Just like at a motion picture in the movie theater, there are always the credits. And we have our honorable mentions on a college football slate that is jam-packed. These are the extra bets. Outside of the main games, outside of the whales, the extra bets that we will be on. I'll start my honorable mentions off with whoever Florida State is playing. I don't give a fuck. Just give me the other side with the points. You're telling me I can have 8.5 Memphis Tiger points in my pocket with DJU at quarterback? And God forbid they bring up that backup. That kid also sucks. Memphis plus 8.5. Honorable mention. Honorable mention, Cincinnati going into the Miami, Ohio. Give me their money line. A short minus 2.5. I'm just going to take the money line. I think Cincinnati escapes with a win here. Honorable mention, Miami minus 36.5. Do not let this big spread go under the water or under the bridge, as some might say. Miami's going to beat the brakes off of Ball State. Oregon minus 6.5 in the Oregon Civil War. Give me Dylan Gabriel to finally assert himself after 2 down weeks. Complicated offense, figures it out here against an in-state rival. Honorable mention, FIU plus 5.5. I'm all on the Pitbull train. Cam Fancher might be the worst quarterback in Division I football, possibly Division II if we want to go that low. FIU plus 5.5 on the road after a statement win at home last weekend. They play a ratchet FAU in the Florida Civil War. FIU plus 5.5. Dale, shout out Pitbull.
Dude, you just sprayed.
Spread.
Holy shit.
Spread.
You just sprayed.
7-5 last weekend.
Okay.
Spread.
Yeah, no, yeah. Only one for me, but my honorable mention is Oregon minus 16.5 against Oregon State. I do think they figure it out this week. Oregon State, Moose. It's that simple.
Can I ask how you feel about Dylan Gabriel?
He's a dog. I mean, he's looked good. It's just that team in general not looking great.
Not gelled.
Not gelled, but they're going to figure it out. I'm still high on him.
Trent, your honorable mentions.
Honorable mention, I like Washington State against
Wazoo.
Washington. Wow. Washington State looked fantastic this past weekend. You're getting plus 4.5 against the former runner-up in the national championship. Thought that was a pretty short line. The Apple Cup, it's a big game. I think Washington State finally gets one.
The Apple Cup.
Did
Yep.
not know
I
that
love
was-
all the random things. What is the SMU TCU? Frying pan?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should rank the best cups.
That'd be a great episode.
What does the backyard brawl get? Just you get to remove a
Bragging
tooth.
rights, maybe. No idea. No,
What?
I don't think there's a trophy.
There's no
It's
trophy in
just
the
a
backyard.
trophy of a tooth.
Once they play the game, they just beat the shit out of each other. That's just all they do. Rav, your honorable mentions.
Yeah, I didn't give a play for this game. We did talk about it. I like LSU minus 6.5.
Love that.
South Carolina had their get back game last week against Kentucky. They're going to shit the bed this week against LSU. This is a completely different team than Kentucky. LSU minus 6.5.
Yeah.
Next one. Memphis, Florida State over 52.5 points. I think Florida State can finally start getting their offense in a groove a little bit. Memphis's offense is incredible. They are an FCS team, though. Their defense isn't that great. I think DJU can finally start to get things going. I'm not sure about the spread, but I do love points. So give me 52.5 over. And my third one. I'm going to take Maryland ML on the road at Virginia. Virginia just snuck one out against Wake Forest last week. I don't know if you guys saw any parts of that game. Snuck one out. Maryland just got upset against Michigan State. We were on Michigan State. Me and Mike, shout out.
Shut up.
Maryland takes it on the road against an ACC foe. Not a lot of travel there to Virginia. Give me Maryland ML.
Sharp.
Can I convince everyone to add Ole Miss minus 23.5 to their
Yes,
honorable
I was
mentions?
looking at that
I
too.
love
I would
Yes.
love to add that.
More than down.
In the polo.
In the polo.
Oh,
We
in the
added
polo.
add it to my card. Do you want it on yours? You don't have to officially, but it's definitely on mine now. So another honorable mention, Ole Miss minus 23.5.
Add it to my card.
Let's fucking go.
Yep. Add it to my card.
Rav,
Sure.
hated that out of you. Trent,
Add that to my card.
let's
Dude, did you just
fucking
peer
go.
pressure us?
I just peer pressured all of you into taking Ole Miss minus 23.5.
I
And
love
Wake
it.
Forest just won outright at home. So
Yeah.
dial that one
give me
in.
another
How
Auburn
about
cow.
this? If they lose, if they don't cover that spread, I'll take 3 losses on the card.
I love that.
As well as my
It's a
loss.
deal. Yeah.
Deal. Rav Report loves
But if they cover,
Literally free play.
I get 5 wins. No, I'm just kidding. If they cover, I get the win. If they lose because I peer pressured everyone in, I'll take everyone's loss on my card.
Love.
Like.
What a guy.
Let's go. This has been the Coin Toss Week 3. Every play you need, every whale you want, and every honorable mention that could be mentioned has been mentioned. Trent, thank you so much for coming on. Shout out you.
It's been a
What a guy.
pleasure.
Lauren, get us out of here.
Let's have another great week. I mean, last week, great steps in the right direction. This time, this is when we shine. I'm feeling good.
We're figuring out our offense,
We
figuring
are.
out our defense.
We are. We're gelling.
Gelling.
We're gelling.
Gelling. I love that. Let's gel together. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment of your favorite college football play and one that you might tail in the comments. We will respond to all of them. Like and subscribe. Send to your friends. Throw it on at the tailgate. Throw it on at the pregame. We appreciate you guys so much.
Let's go.
Quick PSA. The rule of the show is we are filming on Tuesday. So the lines may move. We understand that. We just ask that you also understand that and be patient with us. But as always, Lauren, our main rule with the line movement is like college football 25 when recruiting.
Check the socials.
Check the socials. Everything will be posted on social media, all the official plays. If there is line movement, whatever it is, this is the line that we got our bet at. So this is the line that we will be sweating and that we will be counting towards the records. Appreciate you guys.